Grand Rising, dear viewers and followers. I was watching this video and I want to make a transition to if you look at the title, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to talk about how to differentiate between good and bad news. So, guys, and today I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about how to recognize, um, yeah, and how to feel that, because we sold people, we know how to differentiate, between good and bad news. And I want to talk about if you get a text message, first of all, when somebody texts you, you can sometimes even feel it already before even picking up or reading it, or, you can feel what the intention is behind it. I'm at the level now, not to be arrogant, but I'm at the level now that I know exactly, I know I know I can differentiate between good and bad news. When somebody texts you and they tell you to drink this type of herbs, this type of tea, or whatever, or to eat this type of food or do this type of thing, that you can say, okay, the intention is good, that actually is helping me with something. But let me tell you, sometimes when the people say they're giving you good advice, what do you understand about the word good? Let me elaborate what I mean on that. Look, like if you have the government, who is really making bad decisions, poor decisions for the country. And let's say they talk about certain taxes being raised and you don't agree with it. And next thing you know, that person or bot who is texting you, asking you to go to a demonstration to march against it or rally against or whatever. It might sound good at first because why? That quote unquote person is against what's happening, what the government is doing. You might think, okay, but what you're not understanding is, when you go to a demonstration, most of the times it's negative energy. You're going there already with the anger, with the resentment. That already is cortisol. You're effing your body up. Second of all, the hooligans of the government, which is called the police, are going to start asking for your ID, harassing you, maybe even beating you up. In America, you guys have it way worse than here. I'm very realistic. Let's keep it real. But still, the police here also lately has been getting out of hand, and sometimes they do kill people here via a gunshot, via excessive force. One guy they choked to death 10 years ago. So yeah, guys. So is that person really helping you that text you to go there? Or is that person keeping you in the matrix? Because let me tell you something. I went to a few of those demonstrations, but guys, let's be honest. I know you guys aren't dumb. Do you really think these families that have been ruling for centuries, do you really think that they are going to be frightened about a bunch of protesters? Listen, the police themselves are the lowest of the lowest form of hierarchy. They are like foot slaves of the elite. The elites could care less about that cop. If that cop gets killed or ran over, the elites will lose no sleep. And the police themselves are slaves. You can't even get past them. How do you want to go against the forces that are way superior to the police? You have like this. I'll share a picture in my post later. You have these 7 layers. The police is all the way at the bottom, and you can't even get past that. And you expect to win against these even above the Pope, you even have something. Do you really think by going to that march, the only thing you're gonna get is fines? You're gonna get beat up, not always, but probably. It doesn't need to be a necessary, of course, but you'll get an ID control, and after a while, if they look at your ID structurally, you get in their system, and then they start to gang stalk you, harass you. And they have to ask yourself, what did you change by doing that? Not a thing. So my question is that good news? Or you rather have somebody calling you, asking you if you want to go swim together, meditate, eat fruits, talk in nature, and take the herbs, take the teas. And of course, we have to be realistic. You won't be able to meditate it away. No, but at least the person calling you with good news constantly is feeding and nurturing your soul. You might not defeat the system at 1, 2, 3, but you're working on yourself, you're healing yourself. And the other one, even though the intention may be good, they are not helping you on the long run. And this is how you should, by now, have the discernment to notice who is good to walk with every day and who is not. You know? And I told you many times, if somebody calls you tomorrow, hey, I have a 40-hour job for you, you're thinking, hey, finally, I will have some more cash in my pocket, maybe get a new house, get this, get that. Yes, but what you're not seeing, that person is keeping you in slavery, guys. And the person maybe that's on welfare and has an extra time always, and calls you always because he or she has time, at least that person is asking you to do something to raise your vibration. So I would pick the second choice, because the other one, you're a slave. If you own a house, you're a slave. And Mark the Messenger made a great video today talking about that. So watch the company you keep, and not all advice is good advice. That being said, guys, be at peace.